morning, everybody. Ooh, this office is trashed. And I still ain't cleaned it up. Oh, good morning, good morning, good morning. We had a late class. Oh my goodness. This office is trashed. It is trashed. And I still have not cleaned it. Look at the bookshelf. Look at it. Do you see this? This is not good. Oh, the assistant's been off work all days, so good morning, everybody. Oh, a nigga is tired. You hear me? Oh, them two classes took all of the energy. I got in the bed and went straight to sleep, babe. It didn't even take me probably 5 minutes. Good morning. Oh, so I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm emotional today, and not like sometimes when I read certain things of the Bible, it resonates so deeply with me because of the life that I've had to live, right? And a lot of the stories in the Bible I identify with like 100%. You know, I woke up every hour on the hour. Oh no, baby, I was knocked out. We was up to like 12 o'clock. But maybe it's something God wants you to pray about, sis. That's normally when He don't let you sleep like that. It's something He want to talk to you about, or just pray over the house again. Pray over the house. It could have been something that the boys picked up at school. I mean, spirits transfer. So, you know, that's a real thing. Good morning, everybody. I gotta stop going to sleep without my bonnet. My acne is crazy. But baby, sometimes you just be like, F it. And then my hair, the oil in my hair, I cannot have no oil on my face at all. This much, and it's gonna do its thing. So, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Ooh. You woke up reading Matthew. Okay. Dissect it, girl. Because listen, this what we about to do today. I already know it's going to have me drop some tears. Because I was reading and I'm like, oh, man. I got that lump in my throat. And my eyes start sweating and stuff. So, and I don't know if it will for y'all. But it does for me. So, you just happen to check. Oh, you talking about the notifications. Y'all, yeah. Y'all know they been playing. Listen. Y'all know they don't like me. It's okay. I told y'all, this how it happened. In church, with my friends, with my ex-husband, the guys I dated. They love me. They want to show me to everybody. And then all of a sudden, they want to hop me and keep me for themselves. This is a thing. This is my life. In real life. And I'm not being funny or sarcastic. That's a real thing. I told y'all how it happened. And they doing it on the intranet, honey. They just doing it on the intranet now. That shelf is horrendous, and it hurts me because I know that the spines of my books are crying out. But, girls, I'll get to y'all later. I'll get to them later because I can't do it right now. So, this lesson, you know, I'm going to read a lot, okay? Because I don't know if all of you have this book, and so you can count it as a story day part of it. Some of you will be able to participate in because you have the books, and part of it you won't if you don't have the books. But I'm still going to read it. And I'm going to, you know, my eyes, y'all. So I'm just going to let them do what they're doing right now. But yeah. This story, it goes, whew, it hit me in my little throat this morning. So I'm just going to say that. Good morning, everybody. Shaniqua, Yvonne, Day, Miss Haas, Miss Buckins, Lauren, everybody. Okay? So, are y'all ready? Put your helmets on. Okay? And get you, you know, because I don't know. But I know it's here for me. So, I don't know. And normally we be here. So, y'all ready? We ain't even going to take a long time to get into this. I guess we can wait 7 minutes. 5. I just be wanting y'all to know that I make this look easy, but It ain't. This is not easy sometimes. You hear me? Yeah, it be like, listen. So, ooh. I'll be right back. I'm gonna give everybody 5 minutes to get in here. Oh man, I was already feeling the way. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but that's the good thing about the word. It prepares you. It just does all kinds of things, you know. mm. Today's class is called Eyes, which y'all haven't been seeing a lot of, but that's because I've been straining my eyes for 2.5 years. You said I got my water right. You might. I mean, I say if you can journal during this class, you would want to do so. If emotions come up as we are reading, write them down. I'll be right back, family. Ooh, y'all. So I grabbed the page while I was in the bathroom, right? And if that didn't just hit me in the throat, y'all, he busted my head this morning. So I want y'all to see, I'm not gonna change this page. I'm gonna leave this here because I just went in there like, okay, Dad, just to calm myself. You know what I'm saying? And picked up a page and baby, hit me right in the throat again. You don't believe me? I got tears coming from my eyes. We just gonna do this, okay? So, y'all ready? Because I ain't even about to wait. I'm just about to go on and do this here. I need y'all to go to 1 Samuel 18. I got to go on and get this out. 1 Samuel 18, please. I don't know how I want this light to be. I haven't too much figured it out just yet. 1 Samuel 18, please. Y'all ready? Come on. Ooh. Let's get it while it's hot. Oh, man. Good morning. You haven't seen me in forever. Where have I been? I've been online every day. They're hiding me, honey. You just came in and confirmed everything I said. I just said that. Girl, you wasn't in here about 7 minutes ago. I just said they hide me. Hey, girl. I told y'all was going to be looking for me in a flashlight, in the daylight with a flashlight. Didn't I? Didn't I tell y'all that? I was being funny. But now people are looking for me in the daylight and they screen got a light on it, baby, with a flashlight, and you can't find me. Literally been hiding CERCA from me real bad. Listen. Y'all told y'all. Every day somebody come here and say, I've been looking for you. I've been in the same place every day. Every day I've been in the same place. I'm doing okay. I'm a little emotional because what we about to read is very, like, I know this feeling. You hear me? 1 Samuel 18. Come on, y'all. And we reading it in the New International Version today. Not our regular. We're going to read it in the NIV today. Y'all ready? 1 Samuel 18. Let's bust it. Whew. I'm gonna be okay. These tears gonna fall today. I might teach this lesson in tears, but it's just look over the tears, okay? Are y'all ready? Put your hand up and say, come on. We not taking all day to get into this. Because I feel that I need to do it now. Y'all ready? 1 Samuel 18. Come on. Okay. Ooh. Here we go. It says, after David had finished talking with Saul, Jonathan became one in spirit with David, and he loved him as himself. I'm going to ask y'all, do you feel connected here at WOIU? Yes. Yes, Miss Ida. You feel like when somebody else is going over here with something, somebody else is going over here, or I might be feeling something, and we all be of one spirit here. Isn't that interesting how when you truly connect to God, even though in this world, here we go, ooh, you feel disconnected. And then when you get in the place where God wants you to be, you connected to everything around you, but you still not connected to out there. Isn't that interesting? That we can come in here and none of us live in the same states, know each other personally, and all of us will have tears dropping at the same time because we have now become one in spirit in a lot of ways. Not every way, but a lot of ways. It's powerful to me. Mind blowing. I be at y'all house and y'all be at my house. Because when you start walking with a person and y'all lives start to intertwine and y'all goal is the same, y'all morals is working on being the same, there will be a uniformity that comes through and we one in spirit, y'all. It's crazy how we can get on here and identify with complete strangers, not on no BS, but on real life emotions, real life feelings, real life just situations. It be so powerful sometimes. And I walk through this life, you hear me, for a very long time by myself. Somebody said here recently, I found my tribe, and I feel that. Because, let's read, come on. From that day, Saul kept David with him and did not let him return to his family. And Jonathan made a covenant with David because he loved him as himself. Jonathan took off the robe he was wearing and gave it to David, along with his tunic and even his sword, his bow, and his belt. And I want to ask you, what are you willing to clothe someone else with? He gave him everything that he needed to have honor. David was poor. He didn't want him to be laughed at in front of people. Interesting, because the friends now let you go outside looking crazy. You can't be in front of royalty. You my friend. I love you like I love myself. Ain't no way I'm letting you go out this house like that. That ain't here no more. The friends nowadays put you in situations to be embarrassed. They put you in situations to be laughed at and left vulnerable and even unalived. He gave him a bow. You can protect yourself, brother, because you in a different league now, bro. You're not out there fighting bears and sheep. God has elevated you to a place, and you're going to need this because you got enemies just because you over here. That is what, I feel the power of God is going all up and down my legs. Y'all listen to me. David was fighting alone. He was fighting the bears, the lions, anything was done come. He was fighting it by himself. But then God sent some people. God sent somebody to stand on the side of David and say, look here, look what I got for you, homie. I'm going to make sure you straight, bro. I love you like I love me, and I ain't stepping out looking crazy. Nigga, if I'm riding, you riding, nigga. If I'm drinking, you drinking, nigga. Whatever I got, it's yours. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me get you a little stick, you know what I'm saying? Because these niggas is on you. Because you over here with us now. That's a real friend. What I see in this world right now, we about to read about. We about to read about it right now. Come on. Come on. Because it's always a hater in the mix that act like they love you, baby. Come on in. You better use your eyes. That's the name of this class today. Eyes. Eyes. Here we go. Ooh. Whatever mission Saul sent him on, David was so successful that Saul gave him a high rank in the army. So when I was doing good for you and making you look good, because you know where I came from. And you know that I'm beneath you because you know I used to be homeless. You know I used to be a stripper. You know I got 4 baby daddies. You know I dropped out of school really basically in the 7th grade. I went till I was a sophomore. But you know I got a GED and not a high school diploma. You know that? You know that? You know I lived in a shelter. You know I went without a job for a long time. You know somebody that used to know me. So you ain't worried about having me on your side because you don't see me as no threat. But nigga, hold up, wait. Hold up, wait. Hold up, wait. Okay? You just hold that thought right there. You hold it. You hear me? Keep that same energy. You got it? Because I'm about to show you something. When God got a call on your life, it don't matter what ditch you came out of. Baby, if he want to sit you in the palace, you going to be there. All you got to do is stay faithful, stay humble, and let God move. One, he be showing you how your enemies really feel about you. That's why you got to be quiet. That's why you got to play stupid. That's why you got to act like you don't peep. You don't got to speak on everything you see. Sometimes God be trying to show you what is hidden inside of this meat sack that be standing around you. But we so verbal, you always got to say something. No, you don't. Shut your mouth and watch. Use your eyes. You hear me? God got something for you. And yes, he's taking you to a place, but you don't even know you about to take your enemy's spot. So shut up. Shut up. Be quiet. Watch. Listen. Pay attention. You need to understand. Everybody around you don't have your best interest at heart. I don't care if they got your blood. I don't care if you've been known them a long time. I don't care if they got you the job. Some people need somebody to stay low so they can feel high. You understand me? And they will do every single thing to... Let's read. Let's go. Ooh. So when you making them look good and when you making their life look good, they want you around. But here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ooh. This pleased all troops and Saul's officers as well. So all his niggas was like, yeah, bro. That nigga crash out, bro. He gonna get it. Nigga, he a goon. Nigga, go on and send David. Nigga, he gonna get the job done. Nigga, in and out. You hear me? He ain't scared, nigga. He gonna get it moving. You hear me? You understand? Not the sheep herder boy, murking niggas. Got it. The nigga be watching and waiting and watching and waiting. You hear me? As Reverend Plies said, we'll be in your bushes. Moving on. Thank you, Reverend Plies. Okay. When the men were returning home, David had unalived the Philistine. The women came out from all the towns of Israel to meet King Saul with singing and dancing and joyful songs with timbrels and lyres. And they danced and sang. Saul has slain thousands, but David, tens of thousands, tens of thousands. You hear me? I feel this because I was over somewhere minding my business studying. And every person that I knew that was in the church, don't listen to, I got cousins that won't even answer the phone right now. Right now. Because somebody done told them they cousin was out of her mind. And they cousin don't listen to her. She crazy. And all of that, right? I'm about to bust your head though. But see, what they didn't see is God had me covered and he was giving me wisdom on how to be a shepherd to all kinds of sheep. And the only way to do that is to interact with all kinds of sheep. You can't be a shepherd sitting up in the house. You got to be in the field. You got to know each sheep and learn their ways. Learn which one is rebellious. Learn which ones is going to follow easy. Learn which ones you got to tug on. Learn which ones you always know going to go up there far away from everybody else on the pasture. You have to learn how to be a shepherd. And the only way to do that is to get out where the sheep is. You hear me? You hear me? David wasn't at the party. David came to the party smelling like outside. You say, well, now, he came smelling like outside. After all the people that was all cleaned up and worked up and pumped up went through, God said, give me the smelly one that smell like outside. He ain't scared to be outside. He ain't scared to worry about what church person go see him in the liquor store, at the trap house, at the whole house, whatever. He's not scared because he understands that God will leave the 99 to go to the one. What you said? Huh? You heard me? You said what? He ain't scared to be outside, and I ain't either. Hopefully you're not either. Moving on. Here we go. All right. He came to the party smelling like outside. Ooh, the animals that he was around. You said what now? You said I smell. All right. You smell them on me? Okay. All right, here we go. Saul was angry. Hold on. You was just happy because your homeboys was patting you on the chest because this nigga make you look good. But homeboy. Woo! You did a little something over there, Saul. But they screaming David's name now. And instantly, you went from, that's my dude, giving him worship, giving him parties, to now you a hater? Now you mad? He didn't unalive your enemies, kept your family safe, fed your kids, fed your wife, kept your mama safe, nigga. Really? He the little nigga, but for real, he that nigga though. And now that he done got rid of all your ops and you see niggas is screaming his name, now you mad? Interesting. You let her come in as your assistant and kept talking down to her, and now she busting heads and making 10 times what you was making, boo. Ooh. And didn't have to take none of your clients to do it. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. I see where you're going here. Come on back. Okay, here we go. This refrain displeased him. They have credited David with 10,000s. Who do she think she is? The church didn't ordain her. That don't mean I ain't running them souls up, running them souls up, running them souls up. You said what now? You said God didn't teach me and tell me to read this. You said what now? You said, huh? You said what? God didn't call me to teach. Interesting. Who is she? That Jezebel. Y'all done seen them do it. You hear me? Y'all done seen them come in here and talk smooth, crazy to me. Don't run up to millions of people that studying the Bible around the world now, almost a billion if we just go by the hashtags that we had in 2023. The fact that the world is talking about Nephilim, they about to make a whole movie about it, babe. Well, everybody was crystaled up before that. What is you talking about? More lost books of the Bible have been sold in the last 2 years than probably in the last 20, boo, because didn't nobody even really know they existed. Come again and say what? Come again and say what? CERCA. Oh, I've heard about her. CERCA, that lady that be in a half top in the robe and doesn't comb her hair and she's always cussing. That lady, the gaga flipping witches, high priestess, warlocks, whores, whoremongers, drunks, alcoholics, drug addicts, women beaters, all of that. You said what now? Cutters. That lady that can identify with the sheep because she used to be them in several different ways. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Because when God called you, it don't matter who like you. It don't matter who get mad in the background. It don't matter who trying to tarnish your name, baby. Because guess what? They wasn't there when you was with God by yourself shepherding. Do you hear me? They wasn't out there when you was outside, couldn't go in nobody's house and had to lay on your mama porch and couldn't get in. They wasn't out there when you was worried about how you was gonna sleep, and so you walked all night from night to morning and then asked somebody, can you come in and take a shower? They wasn't there when you didn't know how you was gonna eat and you was eating dry noodles in an abandoned apartment. No, they wasn't there. They wasn't there when you got kidnapped for 3 days and didn't think you was gonna live at 14 and you had to wrap a knife up in a lumberjack and pray that God get you out and you beating on doors and won't nobody let you in, and then the black people that let you in their house, this nigga come in their house looking for you because they the only black people on the street. They wasn't there for that. When God hid you because he looked you right in your eyes and said, when I find her, I'm going to cut her head. They wasn't there for that. When that nigga picked you up and threw you across the room and was beating you in the head with a Glade bottle, talking about he gonna kill you. They wasn't there when you was sitting on that toilet and that nigga had that Tech 22, talking about if you try to leave, I'm murking you. No, they wasn't there for that. None of it. Absolutely any of it. They wasn't there when that man said he'll give you a ride and he pulled out a knife. They wasn't there. They wasn't there for that. Because I was outside. Interesting. Minding the sheep. They wasn't there. They wasn't. They wasn't. So it don't matter what they say. It don't matter what they think. All you gotta do is ask God why all the pain and hurt and betrayal you went through, like what you supposed to do with it. How you supposed to sow and cover somebody else. You see, Jonathan covered David. Your friends, you give them everything that they need to be okay. You don't laugh at them when they're dirty and you're clean. You don't go and put their house on Instagram and Facebook and say how trifling they are. You don't run your mouth about how they this and how they that. See, you cover your friends. You protect your friends. Do you understand? You don't use your friends for your benefit and then get mad when they start to succeed. That is not a friend, baby. That's not a friend. Friends don't laugh at you when you are down. Friends don't let people talk about you and have information to come back and tell you. Friends don't do that. That's not what they do. That's not what they do. Moving on. Got it. Ooh. He thought, but me with only thousands, what more can he get but the kingdom? I'm on your head, nigga. I'm on your head. Y'all remember I told you every church I went into, the pastors would pick a problem with me. The bishops, the leaders would always, I ain't bothering nobody. I come in here, bring my kids to Sunday school, pay my tithes. I don't be in nobody's face. I leave before altar call. I'm just here for the word. Come in when they start singing, do my rounds, give y'all my money, and I get up out of here. Do you know they would make people stop in front of the door and say, don't let her out? This is in the last 15 years. Nigga, you can't keep me in here. Why you do that, Pastor? You couldn't have whispered, go catch her? You couldn't have did that? Oh yes. Apostolic faith, folks. Moving on. Here we go. Rest his soul. Here we go. And from that time on, Saul kept a close eye on David. Your enemies is always watching you. The people that are envious of you, baby, they watch you closer than the people that love you. Because they want your praise. And they want your clout. And they want your favor. But it ain't in them to be that good person. It ain't in them to be kind. Everything that they do is selfish. Everything that they do is so they can be praised. They'll help you if it make them look good. Moving on. Your enemies is watching. Ooh-wee. The next day, an evil spirit from God came forcefully on Saul. So the moment that this nigga got envious, boop, a tormenting spirit came on him. Now you can't think about nothing but David. You say what? A tormenting spirit came on Saul because he was envious of David. Here we go now. Now we going to stop right there. And I'm going to go to Josephus. I don't know what copy you got. I don't know how everybody's books line up differently. I don't know, but I got something for you. I just want to read something to you real quick. This is the story part term. If you have this book that I have, it's on page 190. What is this? 195. And I believe we're going to the bottom here. Sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second. I don't know why I had it on this. Oh, maybe because it's the start of it. So, all right. It says, so Samuel, when he had given him these admonitions, went away, but the divine power departed from Saul. The divine power departed from Saul. That's what we just read. And the evil spirit came up on him. Here we go. Who upon this removal of the divine spirit to David, and removed to David, who upon this removal of the divine spirit from him began to prophesy. But as for Saul, some strange and demonical disorders came upon him. A demonical disorder. Here we go. I'm going to say that again. A demonical disorder. Demons cause disorders? Interesting. So even back in Paul and David and Saul's days, demons cause disorders. Interesting. And I want y'all to see it for yourself. You see that? A demonical disorder came upon him and brought upon him such suffocations as were to choke him. So the demon at night would choke Saul. Interesting. You know why that's interesting? Because a lot of people wake up choking in the middle of the night, and they don't choke in the daytime. They only choke at night. Gasping for air. Interesting. So when the Holy Ghost left Saul and imparted to David, instantly Saul started to have demonical disorders. The demon would come to him at night and choke him. It happened to me when I was a little girl. It's so real. Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. Yep, happened the other night. Choked me out my sleep. Oh, okay. Interesting. All right. Ooh, for which the physicians could find no other remedy but this. So the doctors back in David, they still didn't know how to deal with demons, huh? The physicians couldn't find a remedy. Interesting. You mean like for the mental illness and all of the cancers and stuff like that? That's demons inhabiting. When another entity takes over your body, it throws all your systems off. Interesting. No, you're right. Interesting. Interesting. So a spiritual sickness medicine can't fix. Praise and worship and prayer. Because what they say was going to fix him. Let's see. It said if any person could charm those passions by singing and playing upon the harp, they advised them to inquire for such a one, and to observe when these demons came upon him and disturbed him. This is Saul the king. And to take care that such a person might stand over him and play upon the harp and recite hymns to him. Accordingly, Saul did not delay, but commanded them to seek out such a man. And when a certain a certain stander by said that he had seen in the city of Bethlehem a son of Jesse who was yet no more than a child in age. Didn't I tell y'all I started getting put out of church at 10? Moving on. But comely and beautiful, and in other respects, one that was deserving of great regard, who was skillful in playing what? Exactly what the man in the big house needed, on the harp, and in singing of hymns, and an excellent soldier in war. Interesting. He just do everything. He sent to Jesse and desired him to take David away from the flocks and to send them to him, for he had a mind to see him. And as having heard as advantageous character of his comeliness and his valor. So Jesse sent his son, and he gave presents to carry to Saul. And when he was come, so I didn't come empty-handed, boo. I came bringing gifts. Saul was pleased with him and made him his armor bearer. Interesting. So not only did I come bearing gifts when I had to come and live in your house as a young person who's heard CERCA tell that story, that God took me out of my mom's house and I had to go and live with people. But I would go in there, I'm cleaning up, I'm cooking. I'm only 11, 12 years old. Taking care of people, kids. What babysitter fee? Washing, all of it. Okay? You hear me? At 11, I was able to run other people's households while they was at work. Do you understand? So even though I might have came empty-handed, okay, I came bearing gifts. And as a young person, I already knew how to pray and lay hands on people, which was crazy. And they would get up at 11 and 12. You hear me? At 11 and 12. Okay? You said that's bold for a 12-year-old. Well, life be lifing sometimes. All right, here we go. Now we back over here. Come on back. Come on back. I be trying to tell you, you don't know what God got for your kid. And sometimes you be in the way. Moving on. All right. So now that we know, we back at 12 in the NIV. So y'all know when we read this, you understand that as soon as the anointing of God left Saul and went to David, demons started attacking this nigga. Some people don't know that they are being tormented just by how they think about you. I'm going to say it again. Some people are being tormented by demons because of how they think about you. They ain't even said nothing. They just thought it in their mind, and God said, that's mine. You don't worry about it. In real life. And I miss my friend, but my friend came on here and told y'all this very story on our live in our Zoom. This year, did she not? Who was here? Y'all was here. I was living with her. Left out of her room. And I laid down on the floor in the other room because my girls were in the bed. And God said to me, I will unalive her and give you everything. And I said, I don't want none of her stuff. I got a storage full of stuff. I just want my own place. I don't know why you got me here. I don't want to think about this. I don't want to think about it. I said, ooh, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Didn't know I was rebuking God crazy. Got up the next morning at 4 o'clock, went into her room, and she was in tears. She would not let me. I'm like, what's wrong? She's like, I'm like, what's wrong? Tears just flowing from her face. She said, I had a thought about you and my throat started to close up. And God told me that he would unalive me and give you everything in my house. She told y'all out of her own words. And I told y'all the story. Then a couple weeks later, she came in and told y'all out of her own mouth. This year, did she not? So when I say that this story be crazy for me, I done lived it in several situations. In several situations, this story right here resonates to CERCA in so many different ways. And that's why I keep trying to tell y'all, I'm like, God, you don't want to do this to me. You want me to teach this one, but you know how this one make me feel. Oh, I got witnesses. Thousands of them. Maybe hundreds of thousands, because that's when everything was still going. I don't know how many people seen that video while we was in there. Do you understand? I don't know how many people took. Why does God allow witchcraft to happen on his chosen? Witchcraft can't affect his chosen. Got to read the story of Joseph, the other one. The testament of Joseph. Witchcraft can't work on you if you got the... No, not even on your finances. Uh-uh. God's chosen? No. Then that would make him a liar when he say he protect you from the spirits of the enemy. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. I really had a bad headache once, and he told me to send it back to sender. Witchcraft cannot work on you if you walking with God. I'm trying to tell you. That's the same thing as a ward that witches use and warlocks. My brother is exactly like that, still praying for his deliverance, tormented every day. Wow. You're seeing monitoring spirits in a room where you need to anoint your house. And then you need to look through your house. It's something that allows them to be there. So you got to look through your house and see what you got in there that God don't want in there, because it's something that they can tie to. So you might want to look through the stuff people then gave you, look up the names of the clothes that you have in your closet. All that kind of stuff matters, because a lot of the stuff that we wear and all these name brand stuff, it has their demon logo on it. It has their sigil on it. So I would check into that first. Yeah. A lot. Balenciaga means Baal is king. So all of your clothes probably have demonic names on them. That could cause them to be in there. The symbols on purses and shoes are demonic sigils. So I mean, look through that. He said, I felt a heavy presence at work, gave me a headache, and all I could see was out of the corner of my eye. Oh, I believe it. Sometimes it's in the bloodline. Yeah. Yeah. You got to look through your house and see what's in there that allows them to stay. Yep, I'm talking. No, thank you. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. So the next day, an evil spirit from God came forcefully on Saul. He was prophesying in his house while David was playing the lyre, and as he usually did. And Saul had a spear in his hand, and he hurled it, saying to himself, I will pin David to the wall. But David eluded him twice. Wait a minute. So I'm okay. Let's go back. Let's just go back. I was minding my business, tending to my sheep. You called for me to come live in your house to protect your family from the giants. Okay? From the giants. I did that. Not only did I protect you from the giants, I kept that demon off your every night, stayed up playing and singing so the demon couldn't choke you and kill you. And now that I have protected your life outside of the walls and in your bedroom, you take a spear and throw it at me and try to kill me twice? That's the thanks I get for saving your life in two different ways, and now you done trying to take mine in two different ways? I saved your life spiritually, and I saved your life naturally. And now you trying to take both. My spirit, you want my spirit to leave my... What? Is you crazy? I'm literally risking my life being attacked and risking not seeing my daddy and them no more to protect you from your enemies, and now I find out you mine? Where they do that at? Stayed up in intercession for you all night, and you destroyed my character. Interesting. Helped you get your business going. Helped you do all of these things, and then you try to take my life from me? You want my glory, the glory that God has given me? Even though I worked for it and I helped you and still was doing me, and that really? Really? That's interesting. Interesting. But you ain't done yet, are you? Nope, hater, you're not. Let's see what else happened. Here we go. Woo! This is so real to me. I just have to breathe. You hear me? Saul was afraid of David. I bet he was, because the Lord was with David and had departed from Saul. Don't be mad at me, because you didn't do what God told you to do and I chose to do it. You were scared to read outside the Bible. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't got nothing to do with me. And now you over here mad because people is learning and reading and changing, and they not giving you they sin offerings no more. And so y'all want to come over here and attack me, interested all the while taking all of the books and trying to use them for yourself. I get it. I've just seen y'all before. Moving on. And y'all, I'm not talking about y'all as in the people in my community. Y'all know the y'alls I'm talking about. Moving on. That'll come in here and learn all they can learn and then talk crazy on the slide while posting it so I can see it on my FYP. Crazy. Just nuts. And that's why they blocked. Moving on. You'll not come over here and steal anything else. You better come in as user 24630 because people not be recognizing you over here. Moving on. All right. So he sent Saul was afraid of David because the Lord was with David but had departed from Saul. So he sent David away from him and gave him command over 1,000 men. And David led the troops in their campaigns. In everything he did, he had great success because the Lord was with him. There are some people that are mad that no matter how many oppositions you have, haters you got, how many times you lost your job, been homeless, how many kids you got, God still blesses you. They be mad about that. Moving on. When Saul saw eyes how successful he was afraid of him. But all Israel and Judah loved David because he had led them in their campaigns. And Saul said to David, "Here is my older daughter Merab. I will give her to you in marriage. Only serve me bravely and fight the battles of the Lord." For Saul said to himself, "I will not raise a hand against him. Let the Philistines do that." I done kept you alive, kept the demon from killing you, kept the giants from invading your kingdom. You try to give me your daughter, but you really plotting on I ain't gonna put a head on him. I'm gonna let the Philistines, I ain't gonna touch him. I'm gonna let them niggas get him in the street. Nigga, his arms. I know these was black people, baby. I don't care what nobody say. These is niggas. These is niggas, honey. I'm sorry. I don't care. These is niggas. You hear me? What? I'm the nigga keeping the demon from choking your tail to death in the nighttime, and in the day, as soon as you can get up, you plotting my murder. You're nuts, dude. You're plotting my demise. Now you're obsessed with trying to get rid of me. So much so that you want to put your daughter on me, bro? You want to put your sister on me or your... Wow. Wow. So the setup girl's been around for a long time throwing that thing back. Being used by powerful men to get men that they are jealous of out of their league? Interesting. So ain't none of this new, is what you didn't say it to me. You said it, Timothy. Nasty work. That's why I told y'all the Bible is full of hood stories. I don't know which one y'all be reading, but baby, I'll be like, not Peter that went over there and got Sandra, and Sandra, they said they don't want you no more, and so then he went and kidnapped. What? And auntie, if you were here, I ain't say I did just came to my mind, but you said this is better than a movie. Listen here, it be so good to me. You hear me? I'll be like, oh my God. That's why I don't know why people don't want to read the Bible. Like, it's so juicy. It really, really is. Whew, I got to take me a break. Give me a second, because, it's real out here. All right. But David said to Saul, who am I? Wisdom. And what is my family? Here we go. Or my clan in Israel. I'm going to say it again. But David said to Saul, who am I? And what is my family or my clan in Israel? Clan? What kind of clan? Like the clan of the giants? Like Israel was the smallest and the giants that had been left and they didn't want them? They were the smallest of all the clans. Interesting. Y'all caught that? Y'all read that yourself, right? Everybody read that? Y'all seen it? Because he distinguished family from clan. Did you see that? Yes? Oh, okay. I just want to make sure my eyes wasn't the only ones that was reading that. Did y'all read it up here too? Y'all read that? His clan in Israel. You read it? You did? How about y'all? Y'all read it? Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. You read it too? Okay. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't the only one that read that. All right, here we go. Moving on. Jacob then was giants. We know this. Joseph was one too. Ain't no regular sized man picking up no full size bear, and can't no regular man run faster than a gazelle and pick it up while still running and rip it apart. That is not possible. It's not possible. It's not. He can't pick up a full size grown lion and drop it off a cliff. Ain't no man on this planet that's big enough to do that. Well, they might be in the planet, but not on it. Not right now that we know of, anyway. You said what? Okay. Here we go. He said that I should become the king's son-in-law. So when the time came for Merab, Saul's daughter, to be given to David, she was given in marriage to Adriel of Mahola. Now Saul's daughter Michael, or Michelle, we'll say, I don't know how they say, we gonna call her Michelle, was in love with David. I bet she was, girl. And when they told Saul about it, he was pleased. He said, ooh, I got another one. He didn't want her. I will give her to him. He thought, so that she may be a snare. Please tell me what a snare is. What is the definition of snare? Please, somebody tell me. A trap. This is the person that made your life better. And every day you wake up, you are plotting on how to ruin this man's life. and take his life. You are not even above, here we go, baby mamas and baby daddies, using your children to ruin somebody's life. Hello? Hello? Anybody in this room? Did you think about the hurt it was going to cause your daughter Saul when her husband got unalived? No, you didn't care. Oh. Hello. 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 So people been using their kids to ruin other people's lives for a long time. Somebody that they really envious and jealous of. So if you use your children because you are envious of your baby daddy or baby mama, ooh, you got the Saul spirit. Uh-oh. Hello? Y'all hear me over there, or is y'all asleep? You use your kids to trap your baby daddy and keep him broke, keep your baby mama miserable. You won't go get him so that she can stay trapped. Oh, okay, I know what spirit you got, boo. I know where you at. I know what spirit is running through you. The same one that was running through Saul when David was just trying to be David. He wasn't worried about Saul. He loved Saul. He loved Saul's kids. He loved the. Oh, okay, but you the hater. And just like Saul, that spirit made him become obsessed with ruining David's life. All they could think about is them. All he could think about was how he was gonna get him out, how he could ruin his life, I'm gonna get you back. And he ain't even done nothing but help your life. Ooh, no. Right. You said I used to sign my child support right back to him. He's a bomb dad still. Come on. Hello. I'm going to let that simmer. We're going to move on. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Wow. And so that the hand of the Philistines might be against them. So you done set this nigga up twice, 3 times. You didn't try to spear him to the wall twice. Mind you, David is still playing the liar every night to keep this nigga off of him, to keep the demon. You understand? He's keeping him alive at night, and then as soon as Saul wakes up and stretches his arms, he's thinking about how to kill David. Interesting. I keep you alive, you try to kill me every day. I keep you alive. First of all, you gotta be bold as hell. Because if David didn't have no morals, he'd have done you a long time ago. Nigga, you done tried to kill me 5 times, and God keep letting me know that you keep trying to set me up with your sister, your brother, your dad, your cousin, your whoever, because you want them to ruin my life. This resonates to me because there was a guy that I dated that was abusive to me, and the people that introduced me to him said, the person that brought you here used to abuse my sister. Now, I didn't know them. I didn't know none of them. I knew this person. But I stopped dating him, and I had started hanging out with the people that he introduced me to. Okay? Right? Hear me. I moved completely from another state. I don't know none of these people. But there was another person in the friend circle 2-3 years later that they end up introducing me to. Do you know that they told me they only introduced him to me because he was abusive, and since the guy that introduced me to them didn't beat me, but I guess he beat their sister a long, long time ago, like 20 years before I ever met the dude, that they wanted me to be with somebody that was going to punch on me? But these is the people I used to take their kids' food, take them to drive all the way across town to try to help their kids, gave out clothes, all kinds of stuff. You hear me? Are you serious? No, real life. You knew this nigga was abusive. But because the dude that brought me here I didn't know y'all. Y'all kids that spent the night at my house. I done did your hair for free, they hair for free. Pay for the trifling kids to go eat snacks and in real life. So when I say this story resonates on so many different levels to me, you would not understand. I don't even have enough time to tell you the stories about how many Sauls I done dealt with in my life. I didn't even know y'all. He introduced me to y'all so that I could help your kid tutor your baby. It weird. Just weird, folks. Help folks is real weird, honey. And when they are envious and you don't even gotta know them that well, baby, and they will be trying to ruin your life. Y'all would not believe. I used to be like, okay. God, is there no morals left here? Is there, like, people don't have no good character? Everything is about payback. What did you pay me back for? I never did nothing wrong to y'all. It's crazy. It's a real thing that people are nuts. No, excuse me. We're nuts. They're crazy. Like what? It's a mind-blowing thing that instead of you focusing on you being a better you are focusing on ruining my life when you can take that energy and better your own. But you would rather dedicate that energy to ruining my life, baby. Yeah, you ain't got nothing going. Nothing. But God will let that spirit come up on them, and it torments them to think about how well you're doing. And they know they talked about you, they did you dirty, they stole your identity, they whatever it is, they left you for dead, ran up your credit, ruined you, and God bounced you right back, baby. And when I say from the whole core of their whole soul, it infuriates them, it consumes them that you won't talk to them, that you don't and people, you will send people to talk to them to see what they say about you. I ain't got nothing bad to say, I just don't want them over here. We really worse. Then listen, and this is the people that be superior to you in finances and whatever. And this is how I know. Y'all see it all the time with the mean girl syndrome. Well, you want somebody to hang out with you that's almost to your level, but the person you can kiki and ha and laugh about in front of your friends with the little secret jokes. Oh yeah, babe. Your spirit is all through here, honey. You want her to come, but really, you said drugged me and left me with my daughter, called social services when I was unresponsive. No way. Honey, I am so sorry, but listen. I know about that kind of stuff too. Not necessarily about it, but people trying to make you look bad and take your kids. Oh yeah, baby. I went through that for almost 20 years. And the proof is in the pudding. And that was your friend because she wanted your kids. Wow. That was one of my sisters. She did everything possible to hurt me. I'm trying to tell you. Listen. So y'all see where we going with this? Y'all want to see why I was like, God, why you want me to talk about this? Because I know this is about to open up some wounds. Because baby, tears was rolling from my eyes as I said, oh man, we gotta do this. All right, but this is why I say the Bible will teach you character, baby. The Bible will teach you who your friend and who ain't. And once I started really getting into it, people, I used to be like, oh, I know who I'm dealing with now. Now, in my mind, I'll say you a Saul, you a this person. I wouldn't say it out loud, but I'm peeping. And then I start to see that you act just like them. I'm like, oh, okay. I ain't going to say nothing. I'm just about to slowly. That's why I told y'all, I will not hang out with nobody that they tell it's crazy you're actually talking about this. It's so relevant. Here we go, pumpkin. Listen, you got one time to tell me you jealous, and I promise you, I will not hang out with you. I don't even, girl, I'm jealous. I don't ever say that. But thank you for telling me that you are, because I already know now, every time I pop out, baby, you gonna have that stomach virus face. You can't tell me I'm jealous of you. You cannot say none of them words to me. I don't know. Jealousy is cruel as the grave. That's what the Bible says. So if you tell me I'm jealous, I'm getting away from you. Because a jealous person will take your life. Because they want it for themselves. No, you got one time to say that, and I promise you, I will not be your friend. My mother-in-law always say that. Ooh. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take a break real quick because this is a little much for me. I'll be right back, y'all. Just be cool. I told you get your journal out because whatever come up today, I need you to write that down. That's why you see why I said get your journal and just keep a few notes from today. Whoever, whatever came up in your mind, you hear me? You understand why I asked y'all to write it down now? You said I ain't had to say nothing. You on point. Well, I'm gonna make me some more coffee. Run to the restroom. Do I need water? Yes, I do. This intermission, get you some water. Write, jot some notes down. Whatever's come up in your mind, people, situations, give them to God today. Write it down. All right, y'all. Sorry. I had to make me some coffee, give me some water, and run to the bathroom. So, y'all right over here? Everybody okay? I'm back. It's been a lot in this last 77 minutes. See, we ain't even got to be on here all day. God came through, did what he did. I'm going to finish this and then whatever. You know, it don't take all day. I told y'all that was on me heavy, boy. You hear me? This been on me heavy this morning. I was like, oh my. As soon as I started reading, I said, uh-oh. Here we go. Oh, you welcome, honey. I mean, it's one of my favorite stories because it teaches you about people's character. You hear me? It teaches you about people's character, and you won't understand why, no matter how kind you are, or how much you do for a person. I experienced this in my marriage. So when I started to see it, when I tell you it used to crush my soul, it used to crush my soul because my ex-husband, there were several things that I did while we was just friends that helped his life get better, and he never worried about my life. Then we got married, and it was even worse. I'm supposed to be studying for a final exam, but I said I need a different study. I'm experiencing. Oh, okay. You see, and it's crushing. But you keep on doing. Remember I told you, I said God kept telling me if I did right, I was going to come on triumphant at the end. I wasn't going to be bitter. I was going to be better. And baby, understand, honey, the trials is to get you to where you going. Because, see, you never want to see that David acted crazy with this dude. You hear me? Thank you, Pumpkin. You never seen David, even though this nigga done tried to kill him twice. He done set him up 3 times to get unalived by the Philistines, and he tried to put his daughters on him. All the while, David is still interceding, literally doing intercessory prayer over this man every night, so the demon that is causing him to hate David don't kill him. The very people. That's why I ask y'all, could you pray for somebody that has tried to take your life? I ask y'all that all the time. Could you pray earnestly and hard for a person that tried to unalive you? Maybe even almost succeeded. Would you pray for God to keep them alive? Would you pray for God to heal them from cancer, even though they trying to ruin your life and they sick and they still trying to hurt you? You said, oh, man. Uh-oh. You gonna treat them right? You gonna talk to them like even though they talking to you like they ain't got no sense in they head, you gotta act like you do? Ooh, y'all see my hands. Cause baby, you don't know what God gonna ask you to do. You see why you should still pray for your enemy, because God got something for you if you do right. Probably wouldn't pray, but wouldn't wish bad on them. God said, pray for those that despitefully use you and they try to hurt you. He said, it's easy to pray for the people you love, but if you can't pray for your enemy, do you even really got the love of God in you? So you disobeying the word if you don't. You said that's a different kind of strength. Well, y'all better grab it up and start packing it in. Bible say it's easy to love those that love you. Y'all right over there? Hello. You got your hands around your throat. You clutching your fake pearls right now because you don't know if you can do that. But who gonna be honest and be like, well, you was. You was honest. You was like, I don't know. You said to be honest, not at first. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Because God asked you to do that hard stuff, honey. See, that's how I be knowing the fake Christians, because they can't take nothing. You said what now? You said yesterday, open your eyes. Interesting. You said, man, oh man, hold on. Daquana said, hold up. Wait. You said, what now, CERCA? Come again. You know what? I know what I need to do. I know exactly what I need to do. I do. I know what I need to do. I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to do it right now. Hey, Dad. Good eternity. Uh-huh. I just wanted to talk to you. Excuse me, y'all need to have a conversation with my dad. Uh-huh. I don't know if they want to be Christians anymore. You said what? I think they're rethinking it right now. No, they can't hear me. Well, they can hear me a little bit, but yeah, I think they're rethinking if they want to be a child of God right now. They're wavering. What do I do? Tell them it's going to be all right, and they'll learn it. Uh-huh. You feel it over there? Because I feel it. They don't know. They're shaking their head and they're grabbing their imaginary pearls. They'll make it through it. Okay. All right. Good eternity, Dad. I love you. Bye. Sorry, I had to take a call really quickly. Yeah, I had to call my daddy because I don't know. I felt something from over here. You said I'm behaving. Don't tell on me. And I had to call him and make sure y'all still want to be children of the Most High. I had to make sure y'all still wanted to be chosen. Wanted to be called a peculiar people. I had to make sure because I don't know. I was feeling something else just a few moments ago. I was feeling something else a few moments. I had to call my daddy and make sure, baby, because I felt wavering coming from y'all side. Now, I could be wrong, but I felt something. Listen. I love y'all. Have I become your enemy because I tell you the truth? Have I become your enemy because I tell you the truth? Moving on. Okay. You snitching on us and do and will. Y'all ain't about to get me in trouble. I got my own stuff on my own. I'm snitching. They wavering, Dad. They don't know if they can do it or not. But listen. Listen here. Okay, here we go. So he says, now you have a second opportunity to become my son-in-law. 22. Then Saul ordered his attendants, speak to David privately. Okay, so let's run this back. I was busy minding my business. You heard that I got a whole bunch of talent. So you sent to my daddy and asked my daddy to come help you because the demons was trying to kill you. My daddy gave me some gifts to give to you. So I didn't come empty-handed. I came bearing my own and doing my business. You asked me to go help you fight. You fight and you kill unalive all of these giants by my hands, not by your own, but by my hands because God has used me to do it because he made me a mighty warrior before I ever even got over here to your house. Interesting. Then when the chicks start talking about David, now you mad. So you try and spear me to the wall twice and you missed. All the while, every night when you go to sleep, I got to sit on the side of your bed and keep you alive from the demonic presence that's trying to kill you. Then you try to set me up with both of your daughters so the Philistines will kill me. And when that didn't work, now you done went to your homeboys and told them to come have a walk outside where can't nobody hear, so you can't. Ain't no proof that you had the conversation. Why you didn't tell them in the open, Saul? Why you use your other phone to call them, Saul? Speak to David privately and say, look, the king likes you, and his attendants all love you. Become his son-in-law. Now you done sent your homeboys to tell me, whoa, man, bro, you know he really like you. That nigga down for you. And they don't know that you know that this nigga done tried to kill you because don't nobody know about that. Because you so solid, you didn't even want to embarrass him and put that nigga on blast and be tried, so they could try to try you for treason. So you can't even say nothing because remember, Saul is the king. Who gonna believe you over the king, honey? Understand the pressure that David was under. You feeling it? I gotta keep the nigga alive that's trying to kill me as soon as he take his first breath in the morning. He done set me up with the ops several times. Tried to give me both his daughters so that he could catch me slipping and always have access to who he views as his enemy. And now he done sent the homeboys that I run with, all the generals, all them niggas that's on the street to come and tell me, man, you should go on and wipe her, man. I mean, you already know he, you know what I'm saying? You and Jonathan type. You just might as well marry into the family, bro. But they don't know this nigga that already tried to run you off the road twice and pulled up to your crib where nobody knew and pulled a pistol on you. Interesting. All the while having to keep silent about everything because you can't say nothing because ain't nobody gonna believe you because he the king. He that nigga in the group. He the boss. Interesting. Energy don't lie. People's energy will speak up and snitch on them. Could you do it? You staying in somebody's house. You wake up, they got a pistol to your head, but outside they trying to act like y'all best friends. Would you do it? Would you do it? You said I would leave. You said no, ma'am. How about y'all? Over here in YouTube land, what y'all got? You gonna be able to do it? I can't say that I would. Okay, we honest over here. True W50. I don't know. You said, Circa, you didn't put too much on me. I'm sorry, Pumpkin. I'm just asking. Because this what David had to do. You want to be honored by God. What did it cost? What did it cost David to be the king? Because we finding out all that David had to go through before he could step into the role that God had for him. Self-control is a thing, ain't it? To be in the midst of your enemies and still serve them while they berate you and try to unalive you and take your life. How's a man that got a ring with the seal of God and commands demons be attacked? Because he was jealous? I don't understand. We're not talking about Solomon. Honestly, I've been in situations similar. It's very, very heavy, but the reward is so worth it. Woo-wee. And when the Spirit of God leaves you, that happened to Solomon too. When God take his, you ain't never seen nobody go from sugar to when God take his favor off your life, you gain for the demons. The only thing keeping the demons out your life and giving you control over evil spirits is the power of God. When that leave you, you hit. Solomon lost favor with God at the end of his life because coochie became more important. You don't remember the end of the story? He started worshiping their gods, and you know what I'm saying? Because he was so out his mind about that Shunammite woman, baby. She had all the humps in all the right places. And with all the women this nigga didn't have, he let a little take him out the game. She asked him to sacrifice the Molech, and the Spirit of God left him, but not the favor of God left him, but not the wisdom and spirit of God. But then when he sacrificed to the idols and started building temples, God took everything from him and he died a crazy man, a bumbling fool in real life. He said, don't pay attention to the things I did in the beginning. Pay attention to what I did at the end of my life, because that's what mattered. Don't be fooled by all the glory and it's crazy because a lot of them, you hear me? A lot of them, a lot of successful men at the end of their life, a woman be the reason they be out of here. And the demons was mocking them. Sure was. Sure was. Here we go. This good, ain't it? The Bible is juicy, honey. It's real juicy. All right. I'm sorry. All right, 23, it says they repeated these words to David, but David said, they kept trying to get him to do it. And he was like, bro, do you think it is a small matter to become the king's son-in-law? I'm only a poor man and little known. Like he said, I already recognize what's up. He can say anything. He uses daughter to say, I heard her, anything. And then it's a wrap, nigga, I'm out of here. I ain't crazy now. This is where discernment comes in. Not trying to be known. Most men would have jumped on to marry Snoop Dogg daughter or Jeff Bezos kid, the rich, Paris Hilton's son or somebody. They would have jumped on that, babe. Oh, nigga, I'm about to be living good, nigga. We about to be about a poo. And, nigga, I'm about to have access to the house. You know what I'm saying? I get my little stash over here. They was like, I don't want no parts of it. He said, I'm not crazy. Because David understood. Now, listen. That the little bit that the devil was trying to give him, because you got to understand, he not dealing with Saul no more. It's Saul's body. But the spirit that is an enemy of God is working against him. Because people say, oh, well, why would God send an evil spirit? Because he controls everything. Y'all be letting the devil tell y'all how much power he got. They still work for God, honey. You're my peon. I'm gonna let you do what you want to do over there. But when I call, you come, nigga. Front and center. I got something for you to do. And you gonna yes sir me. Because all of God's creation is subject to him. Even the fallen angels and the demons. He rules over them too. You come when I say. You heard me calling you. Period. I'm going to let you do you, but don't get too carried away. And when I call you, you better be here. And do what I tell you to do. Interesting. That's why I say I always like that man. So I'm going to stick with Dad because he that dude. You hear me? Everybody listen. He ain't got to say much, but when he speak, folks get to moving around. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I like them kind of trees. Okay, here we go. Y'all here? Hello? Hello? Are you here? Come on. Woo. When Saul's servants told him what David had said, Saul replied and said to David, the king wants no other price for the bride but 100 Philistine foreskins to take revenge on his enemies. Saul's plan was to have David fall by the hands of the Philistines. Dang! How many times is you gonna link me up with my ops? It's like the 4th time this dude done tried to put him in the face of his ops. Well, all the while telling him he love him. That's why I don't have no friends like that. And that's why I don't be dropping names and stuff like that. Because, baby, let some folks find out you into it with some folks. They'll find them folks and make sure y'all bump into each other. I don't play them games. It's like the 4th time you done tried to take this nigga to a club or take her to a party where you know her op at. Ooh, you ain't. Every thought he had, even giving his daughters, was to get him in the face of his ops so he could have clean hands, even though he's setting it up every time. Bro, you want to ride with me real quick? No, I'm just let's go. You know what? I do got to make a stop real quick. Come on in, bro. Is this not how it happens? I didn't know that nigga was going to be over there. I stopped at my homeboy, yo. I did not know that girl was going to be here. Lies. Ooh, girl, ain't that your... It sure is. Ain't that chick that was messing with your baby daddy? What you going to do? And y'all wonder why I be by myself. That's what happened to Merlin Santana. I have no idea who that is. Who is Merlin Santana? You said messy boots. Is that a man or a woman? I don't know who that is. You said me too, girl. Me too. He was on the Steve Harvey show. Interesting. Oh, the fine boy. I know who you talking. The fine one. The one that I used to always be finessing the girls and stuff. I know exactly who you. That's his name, Merlin. Baby, I used to have the biggest crush on that man and never knew his name. Look at CERCA. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, he used to be fine with me, baby. I had the biggest crush on him. And did. Yep. And did. He's a fine specimen of a person. Yes, he was a cutie pie, honey, and he had that swag. You hear me? He wasn't, but he had that swag. He got set up at a party, really? See, I didn't even know. Wow. That's crazy. He was fine for our age back in the day. He was, yeah. Yeah, by a female. Interesting. Mm-mm. Is he dead? Did he die? Or he just got robbed? He died? No. See, y'all know I don't even be knowing. Wow. You said a fine specimen. I ain't heard that in a minute. He was, honey. He was a fine specimen of a man. Wow. Wow. See? He been dead. Right. Right. That's what they said. Wow. Okay. So then it's some shit. Okay. So then y'all, it's coming together. Set him up because he rejected her. Ooh, baby, listen. And that's why I don't be that's why I don't be nowhere. That's why I don't be nowhere. I be at home. Okay. So then we know this is all going on. All right. Excuse me. So 26, it said, when the attendants told David these things, he was pleased to become the king's son-in-law. So before the allotted time elapsed, David took his men with him and went out and unalived 200 Philistines and brought back their foreskins. They counted out the full number to the king so that David might become the king's son-in-law. And then Saul gave him his daughter Michal in marriage. Interesting. When Saul realized that the Lord was with David and that his daughter Michal, loved David, Saul became still more afraid of him, and he remained his enemy the rest of his days. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Why would you invite your enemy to marry your daughter? Because you want to keep an eye on them. That's what happened to my uncle in Haiti. Fine man set up by an ex to be robbed and unalived. You hear this? Saul remained an enemy to David until the day that he died, but he wanted him to marry his daughter so that he could keep his enemy close and watch him. I told you, your enemies always got an eye on you. The people that can't keep your name out their mouth. They watching from a secret page, watching through your friend's page, all of that. And now y'all see why I said I don't like people that I don't talk to watching me. That's the only thing I don't like about what I do right here is people that I don't want to know if I'm okay or if I am okay, they can know from this. They can know from this. And I don't like that. I have to deal with it, but I don't like it. They do that here on certain streets, but female will act like her car, she need help. Once they get out the car, they jump out and rob them. Oh no, I'm talking. Wow. And to know the inmate conversations. Wow. Who? What? Oh, the girl was prosecuted. Oh, y'all over. Okay. I'm in y'all business. All right. I'm like, what y'all talking about? Yeah, Oscar, it's a real thing. You better be in touch with God. Because discernment is needed at all costs. In every situation. And now y'all see why CERCA don't just be trying to throw herself in the middle of a whole bunch of people. Oh, okay. Okay. smiling all in your face. I'm trying to tell you, and this is why I be like, I do not, that friend stuff, I'll be like, okay. It's real crazy. But this is why when you read the Bible, when it say it's medicine for your soul, because it'll help you not go through a lot of crazy stuff, because you will peep it because you was in your Bible this morning. And people will pop up off the page. You're like, oh my God, you're a Philistine. And your op is such and such, but you hate both of us, but you hate me more, but you act like you love me, so you gonna use them to take me out because really you jealous of my life. I see how this works. You keep doing stuff to make my ops not like me, so when they run into me, you get rid of two birds with one stone. Interest. All the while I'm trying to keep you safe. Boy, people is crazy. Can y'all believe that this crazy man walked the same earth we walk right now? The same places we travel to and the waters that we swim in. This crazy man was walking on. Listen. People is crazy. Real crazy. And they be tormented in their minds. A demonical disorder be going on right here. See, we call them mental disorders because the physicians can't find out why. Well, the spirit man knew, and God said, the people, the physicians said, this is a problem, you might have to go get the other kind of doctor. Because we can't find nothing wrong as to why you choking in the middle of the night. But if you have spiritual eyes, you can see. We don't know what's causing this. We have absolutely no idea. There's nothing in your test. There's nothing in your blood. All of your brain waves, your heart, your this, your that. It's a spiritual sickness. It's a demonic sickness. That's why there's no reason it should be there. Oh, just came out of nowhere. I think that's why God has me still, so I can see who I had around me, and I learned a hard lesson. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. God, I love you. You my everything. Listen. Thank you, girl. Thank you. Listen. Listen. I'm trying to tell you. Listen. Why would you not want to attach to the entity that knows everything? Why? I don't know no parts of it. It can be your family too. A friend, sister set her up for robbery. Someone told because she was a good person. Yeah, we know. Get somebody else to do that part. And now y'all understand why? This right here, nigga. This right here, it's a real thing. And now y'all see why God, as you read the scripture, you will see the people in your life. You will see them. And you be like, God wake you up, have you read something, and then later on that day, you have that interaction, and you be like, oh my God, you're them, and I'm me, and this, oh wow. You said my family's showing they real ways right now. Listen. Wow. It's a real thing. Tell me this ain't a mind-blowing story. And we probably didn't all heard it preached in church. But baby, when you break it down like this, it hit different, don't it? Did this hit it different with us reading? Anybody this hit different today? Hit you a little different. We all know the story of Saul and David. It's been preached, for pastors always preach it. But this hit a little different when you put it like this. Like, wait, whoa. Hold on. Just wait 1 minute. This is a lot. And then he had to have the mental and emotional strength to continually be around a person that he knew was trying to take his life, was trying to destroy his character, was setting him up to be unalive, and God just keep on coming for him. God kept on coming. God kept on covering him. This is why it's important for you to do right so God can protect you. God will help you. He will help you see. He will tell you who to talk to, who not to talk to, where not to go, who to bring to your house, who not to let know where you live. He'll tell you everything and spoil the enemy plan every time. Yeah. And that's why when my gut tells me to go, I don't. If God tell me I don't want you talking to them that much, or I don't want you talking to them, I don't. Because God knows why. I don't have to know why. Do you understand? It's a real thing. Listen. I'm trying to tell you. You better listen. What if David wouldn't have listened in any one of these steps and said, I'm tripping. I'm going to marry her. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. It could have been detrimental for him. This is why God is saying, pray all day. Ask. You ain't got to get down in the physical. You could talk to God all day. In your mind, you could talk to him. God, show me what to do. Show me how to deal with this boss. Show me how to deal with this fake friend. Show me how to deal with this fake husband. Show me how to deal with this abusive husband. Show me how to deal with this hoe of a wife I got. Show me, show me, show me. And he will. And he'll protect your heart while doing it. But a lot of times, you've made other things your idols, so God can't protect you from something you want more than him. He can, but he ain't going to protect. God is a gentleman. He ain't going to force his way in no door he ain't welcome in. So let me say, I'm not going to say he can't. He's not. You love that thing, that man, that woman, your job, your car, your house more than you love God, so let it save you. Your body, your hair, your eye, whatever it is, that's your idol. Let that save you. When the enemy come up on you, what you calling God for? Call on your car. Call on your education. Call on your strength. Call on your false gods. Call them and tell them to come protect you, because you loved them and respected them more than God. So why is you calling him? Call your God and see if they answer. Call your God and see if they put a warring fence of angels around your child that you can't get to that's all the way across the country. Call on them. If David at any time would have not been listening to God, it would have been detrimental for his life, maybe even fatal, because he didn't understand that the person that he loved and was trying to keep alive was trying, that his whole goal every day was how he could unalive him. There are people around you that you will give your last bite of your sandwich to. You will give them your last dollar. You would throw yourself in front of a bullet and you don't know they the reason you throwing yourself in front of a bullet. They set it up because they know your love for them. So they know you always gonna jump first. So then they set somebody up with the bullet, with the gun. They give the person the gun to come see you. Set the, I'm gonna walk out and I'm gonna tell him go on down first. And then, man, my brother saved me, man. He's, man, my brother, hey, R.I.P., bro. I rest in heaven. TT. That's my nigga, man. I wouldn't even be alive if it wasn't for him, man. And he ain't alive because of your hatred and envy for him. Interesting. Cue tormenting spirits. I don't know what's wrong with him, man. He just changed after that dude died, bro. Man, that nigga gone. You seen him, his eyes all sunk in his head. It's like he ain't right no more, man. He love that dude, man. Man, that nigga is gone. Nigga, he don't talk to nobody no more. He be weird, bro. He always mad. Like, that really messed him up. His friend taking that bullet for him. Now them demons then came to see him at night and choking him while he sleep because he thought he was gonna get away with it. Now he's seeing demons. They talking to him in the corner. They in the shower. He jumping. Oh, you thought you was gonna get away with that? Oh, them demons was waiting on you to set them up so they could come and torment you till the day you die if God don't take him off of you. In real life. In real life. Some people's minds ain't right because it's things that they done did that they don't think nobody know about. And they was in them people's face and they played and acted like they didn't set up for this person to be hurt, or they didn't set up for this person to be whatever. Like, it is a real thing that some people cannot live with themselves. It is a real thing. And I'm not talking about no kids. Because a lot of times when kids is doing crazy stuff, that's on the parents. I'm talking about grown folks. I'm talking about grown folks. You know better. And you done did some things and didn't even get what you thought you was going to get out of it. Tried to backdoor somebody, whatever it was, and you got nothing. And even if you did get a little bit, you still ain't got it. But now you got to live. You got to live with that. For a lot longer than the benefit was around. Interesting. It's a real thing that your actions not only affect other people, they affect you. And a lot of times, a lot longer. Because what if God put what you made other people feel? My friend started treating me weird and doing underhanded stuff. Now he talking about, he talked to nephew, Angels, and Tupac. Nephew, don't pop up off the page. So Angels and Tupac is coming to talk to him. He having demonical disorders now. People be thinking this is a joke. It is a real thing. I believe it. They be just as crazy as a Betsy bug. Jasmine said, I'm crying. Baby, listen. If the word don't pop up off the page over here every day, y'all see it? Nephew, I believe you, because it's a lot of people that have mental disorders because of the things that they have done and or said or to people. I'm trying to tell you, be careful. Because just because you don't think that person mean nothing to God don't mean they don't. Just because they ain't walking around acting like a Christian don't mean God don't love them. You hear me? I'm trying to tell you. Be careful. But see, that's how you know, like, and now y'all see where I be like, it'd be too much at stake. And I don't live in a state of fear, but when you have understanding, just some stuff you ain't gonna do. You don't give a damn what nobody say. I'm cool. Because you understand the repercussions, not with people, with God. And like I said, he can put something on you that, baby, it'll be worse than anything. It ain't nothing a man can do to you when God get a hold to you. The worst things that a man can do to you, God can do that times a million, and he don't even got to touch your body. He can make it, because without your mind, your body ain't okay. Do you hear me? My parent has been struggling with mental illness for years, and my dad separated me from them. It hurt. Yeah, it's a real thing. But this is the thing. Y'all, only real, okay, listen. As soon as David started to envy or was jealous, the same spirit that he allowed into his body to let him think crazy stuff about David is the same spirit that was tormenting him at night. So the same spirit that gets you to cut up and act ugly with people is the same spirit that when you walking down the highway, you got to jump because you feel something behind you. They use you to torment other people, then they turn around and torment you when you by yourself. You hear me? It's a real thing. In real life. The same spirit that gets you to unalive people is the same spirit that makes you paranoid. Because they was there. They know what happened. So they'll keep on reminding you about it and putting things in your mind that people are watching you and all the same spirit that got you to do it is the same spirit that be tormenting you when you're by yourself because y'all was the only two there. Well, it could have been other demons there, but you get what I'm saying. And they can replay that back in your mind because they've inhabited your body so that you could do the sinful act. Yes, my parent tells me they are being tormented daily. It's a real thing. It's in real life. And they will go to your funeral and cry like they care about you and do. And do. Interesting. Here we go. Let's get to the end of this. All right. And they counted out the full number to the king so that David might become the king's son-in-law. Then Saul gave him his daughter Michal in marriage. When Saul realized that the Lord was over David and that his daughter Michal loved David, Saul became still more afraid of him and remained his enemy the rest of his days. And the Philistine commanders continued to go out to battle, and as often as they did, David met with more success than the rest of Saul's officers, and his name became well known. Can y'all believe we got all that done in less than 3 hours? Cool. 2 hours and 6 minutes, and I even got a chance to take a break. Y'all all right over there? We okay? Everybody okay? That's why I didn't ask for the death penalty for the guys that unalived my son. Wow. Are you serious, Trina? Y'all heard that? Come on, sis. Y'all heard that? Y'all sister. You mind me saying that over here? Well, they kind of already heard it. Can I say that again? You hear that? She said, that's why I didn't ask for the death penalty of the boys that killed my son, that unalived her child. Come on. We just asked. Oh my God. Was you in here when I asked people the question, could you pray for the people that tried to unalive you? Thank you, sis, for telling your testimony. From the mouth of the horse, from the horse's mouth, right? And I'm not calling you a horse, but from a person that lived it right here. So the strength that we just talked about earlier in class, there we go, right there, in proof, right there. Right, in real time, the strength that we was talking about an hour ago, 45 minutes ago, would you have the strength to pray for somebody or not wish bad on somebody that tried to unalive you or hurt somebody you know? And here we go. No, you wasn't in at the time, sis. We just talked about your strength and you came and popped up off the page. Popped up off the page. You popped up off the page. You hear that? Come on through, sis. Thank you for telling your testimony. You said what now? There go the strength right there. There go the strength right there. That strength we was talking about you got to have earlier. Hey, Mari. There we go. There we go. I said, you don't know what you going to have to do. Baby, you just came in and solidified the whole class. And I'm about to get off in 10 minutes. Come on through, Sister Trina. Come on. Look here. Look what my daddy did. Do y'all see he do this to us every day? I like it here. It makes my toes wiggle. She came right in and proved exactly what God said, that you will be triumphant in the end, and God will give you the power. Oh, like I said, she had the same power that David had. Remember I just said, every time that Saul went to sleep, David was still praying over him, even though he set out to destroy this man's life and take his life. But he was still saving his life. And she had to save the life of the people that took her baby's life. Do y'all understand the strength in that? Do you understand? Baby, I commend you. So that mental strength that everything that we just talked about that David had, there it go right there. There it go in real time right there. But I do wonder if it would have turned out the same way if Saul was not the king at the time. God set it up but you got to think about it. God was moving David to his place. He was moving David to his place. Remember I told you, God will put you in the presence of the people you about to take their job and they don't even know it and they be treating you crazy. And they don't even know you their replacement. Because you got to think he loved them. He loved his son, Jonathan. Because remember, even when he could have took his life, he did it. Nobody would have known that he had unalived the king in there because there wasn't nobody in the cave but him and Saul. He could have cut him and made sure, cut him this way and then roughed him up in there and threw him out. Nobody would have known nothing. Because the man was far away. And David was right behind him. Remember, that's how he cut the cloth and said, I could have got you when you was peeing. Several times. But nobody would have known that he unalived him in that cave, Maury. They thought David was gone. So even with that, that is true. He also was repeating that he was God's chosen, but I feel if he wasn't, King David would have hopped him up. Maybe. 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 He could have. You know? I mean, that's a good point, Mari. I don't know. But I think that David's character at this time, now maybe not later, but at this time, I think the love that because think about it, this is a person that you genuinely care about. It's just like when a woman or a man get with a person and they keep abusing them, but then they get up in the morning and act like nothing happened. But last night you was choking me, punching me, throwing me into the walls. So sometimes love blinds you. You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing as being with an abusive person. They hurt you and then say, I'm sorry, I was acting, stuff has just been off. I don't know, I'm not myself right now. So you fall back in and then it be cool for a minute. And then as soon as whatever, then it's you back to the enemy. So David was in an abusive relationship, abusive friendship, well, with his boss and it's supposed like he took him in like a son. So, oh man, there's so much drama in the Bible. That's why it's one of my favorite books. Because, baby, all the juice and tea and honey shade and everything else is in this good old book. You hear me? Yeah. Then it's worse all over again. You right. Yeah. So I want to say, I love y'all, and hopefully you all learned something from today's class, maybe about yourself, about the people around you, to pay more attention to different things, because the Bible will get you together. The Bible will get you all the way together, baby. You hear me? You will not have to question who is your friend, who ain't your friend, who got your best. You keep reading it. Read the part of the Bible that you can understand. He didn't hold him accountable because he knew he wasn't in his right mind. Yeah. You're welcome, Miss Jamila. Y'all hear me? You never know what God is going to ask you to do, but sometimes it's testing your strength. Sometimes God is testing your character. Sometimes God is testing you to see if you really need to be in the position you asking for. And can you handle it? Because all the while David is going through this, he is learning how to be a king himself. You hear me? He's learning how to be a king himself. He's learning the in and outs. Now, if we fast forward just a little bit, David did the same thing to Uriah. He had something that he wanted. So what God spared you from, David, you turn around and do to somebody else. Because Uriah was a soldier and David was the king. And Bathsheba was his baddie that he wanted. He already had wives. He already had kids and he already had other wives. See how the juice get to flowing? The juices is flowing. Yeah. And Uriah was a loyal soldier to David, just like David was to Saul. And Uriah didn't try to take David's life or nothing. Matter of fact, he wouldn't even go home and get him no nookie because he was so solid with David. He said, nah, I need all my strength for this war we fighting. If I go see my wife, bro, my legs gonna be weak. I'm gonna just stay here. Once we win this battle, I go on and beat her down when I get to the crib. He said, nah, bro, I'm gonna give you some wine and some cheese and stuff. I put a little crackers, a little leg, a lamb on there. Go on home and bust the wife down. Well, David didn't already bust her down and know she pregnant. And when that didn't work and he wouldn't go home and bust his wife down, then he put him out on the front line to be killed by the ops. Same thing was set up for David. But God didn't let it happen to him. He turned around and did it to somebody else. There was a soldier in his army. Interesting. You said, what a sticky situation. This story gets me every time. I'm trying to tell you. It's like folks be crazy, but the fact that you don't want to read the Bible is nuts. Because, baby, it's better than any reality show you've ever watched. Tried to cover up his own sin. Ain't that crazy? You said you can't play dirty and expect to win. That is the truth. Listen. You said that's harsh. Yeah, it's a reality. But the Bible juicy, baby. Honey, it be so much going on in this book. And now y'all see why I used to be like, what do you want? No, I'm reading. I'm studying. You want to study with me now? Oh, okay, I got to get off this phone. I can't talk to you. You said the way you tell the story makes it interesting. Girl, this is the story. It's right here. But that's why I said, what good is all of that? All of that, if people don't understand how it applies to their character, you just spoke a whole bunch of words that was useless. Now when y'all go back and see this story, when you go back and read this story, you can, it resonates with you because you've experienced the things. Still waiting on my audio Bible from some, you know what? Girl, we not gonna do a dang audio Bible. When? I don't have no time. If they let me, but when? When do I have time to narrate the whole Bible? If I had 4 more of me, I probably could. You said during class. You know what? Not you jumping. Get y'all cousins. Mara said in class. As a matter of fact, that's the time. We will sit and attend. Lord Jesus. How much time you need? We got you. We can fall back. I think it takes years to do stuff like that. Hilarious. Y'all hear this? I'm going to tell y'all what y'all be doing. Right here. More work. More work. Work harder. There's more hours in the day, slave. Listen here. I'm working while I'm asleep. Please. Please, masters, just give me a little break. I've been working here for 2 years on this here plantation. You said, listen. Goodness gracious. Oh, shoot. I see what kind of slave masters y'all is. I hear your voice when I read the Bible. Good job. God is already dictating it in my, he's already doing it. But the new world needs it. I'm not fooling with you. She kept saying the new world needs it, though. I am not fooling with you. We'll talk about the new world a little later. Y'all hear her. The new world needs it. Too funny. Oh, Jesus. You said, but they do. Hilarious. Well, we'll figure out something. God got it. You said we can ad lib, Lord Jesus. Right. I don't know how he's gonna do that, but I'm just saying. That's why I said though, like, if you are hearing this, you have been left behind. I am so tired of you. You get on my nerves. Can I have the whip while you read? Yes, you can. No, wait, no, I don't know, Mari. I might have to, I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll let you hold it a couple days. Because I don't know. Mario be like, in the back of me like that. Mari, what are you doing? Nothing. I'm just looking around, making sure the books are straight. Mari? You said with the pointer in the other hand, right? I can see him behind me right now. Everybody eyes get big, Mari. I'm just looking at the books. See, I'm not doing nothing. Listen. And then pass you your water and coffee. Hilarious. Listen. I don't know. We gonna have to work and see who gonna have to hold the whip, who get the pointer, who gonna wash the board. You know, I got to trust y'all. I can't just be putting the whip in anybody's hand. You know. Listen, I'm so happy. I'm gonna tell you why, because that feeling that I had is gone. And old pastors used to say, I delivered my soul on today. You hear me? That's how I feel right now. Because when I tell you that was in my stomach, because Sinister Mr. Burns, you know what? Oh, cute Sinister Mr. Burns. Yeah. Exactly. Which is exactly what I was thinking about. Like, yeah, I can see you behind me, like, he back there threatening to whip people when I go to the bathroom. I said sit down. Silence. Listen, no. Uh-uh. Listen. I can't. I'll be swinging my little legs in the corner per usual. She said, I ain't seen nothing. Sis, I was just in here. I was just in here eating my snacks. I don't know what they was doing. Queen said, I am not. You says Moses ain't did it right. All right now. Listen. Ooh, yeah. That was I feel good now. I feel it all off of me. Because, baby, when I tell you that stuff hit me in my throat, I said, man, you none but to make me talk about this today. But it was good. And I think some people learned some things today. I think some folks got a rude awakening that maybe they a shiesty person and they didn't know it. Because, you know, that's always in here for a minute. Folks come in here and get hit in their throat and they swipe out real quick. But the seed was already planted. Sir and ma'am. Sir and ma'am. You can get out of here, but your seed already fell in your basket before you could swipe out. And did. So, I'm not going to keep you. There is something that I wanted to. Oh, the 2020 numbers. Just please get online and look at that. 2020 numbers. There was something else I wanted to talk to y'all about, but I don't remember right now. I do not remember. But I'm going to get up. I got a few things I got to do right now. And then I'll probably get back on here in a little bit. I need to twist my hair is what I need to do. I really do. I need to do my hair. It looks crazy. So I'm thinking about just rinsing it and retwisting a little part of it. I don't even want to do a full retwist. I just want to because I got to go somewhere tomorrow. Oh, man. I didn't even ask you how you feel. I feel like a bad auntie. Sorry, Mari. No, I didn't read it yet, but I'm too tired. I'll read it when I come back. After that, I'll read it. It's still over there. I'll read it when I come back a little bit later. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I might not do nothing. We going to see. Yeah, I don't feel like it, though. That's the thing. It ain't nothing special. I just got to run somewhere. But when I go out and people, I can't keep going out looking like this. I mean, I can, because we're going to say something. But, you know, thank you so much. Yeah, you didn't miss it. It's over there. But I need to go and get my life together because I got right on here. I mean, I talked to God this morning. I got up and got on here. So it's a couple of things I do need to do. So I love y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed class. Hopefully you took your notes. And I'll talk to y'all a little bit later. Okay? Okay? Love y'all. I love y'all too. Guess what you doing? What is you doing? What is you doing? Cooking. What you eating? Love y'all too. What you eating? Thank you. Showering. Jesus. You know what, Queen? I started to say shower, but I tried to give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm about to go. Listen, every time we in class, this girl is in a shower. It's like the sister that hear you get your clothes out the drawers and know you about to go get in the shower and they hurry up and put their stuff in there and get in the shower because they heard you tell your friend, I'm about to go get in the shower. That's what she do. You already knew I was about to try to get in there. That's why I said she either showering or cooking or sitting outside, but they be cooking outside. You said, yeah, I just got in the tub, out the tub too. Hilarious. At least you know she ain't funky. Oh, yeah, I appreciate it. I get it now. I understand. But goodness, every class. It don't matter if I get on at 7 in the morning, 10 in the morning. Whenever I come on, she roll her eyes because she said, I just got in the shower. It don't matter. It does not matter. It don't. It don't matter. It don't. 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock. It don't matter. So I love y'all. I'm gonna let y'all go. And I'll see y'all here in a minute. It's hot. I don't know what I do know what's going on. Did I eat chocolate? I ain't even ate no chocolate. I don't know. She legit gets on live when I'm in the shower on purpose. I do not. I promise I do not. I do not do that. I do not do that. But I do get on when he tell me, so I don't know. You be cleaning your body and God be using me to help you clean your mind. Ain't that? And simultaneously, look at God. Look at God. He's working on you, sister. God is going to cleanse you up from all of the miry clay. No, let me quit messing with you. I'm about to go, y'all. I'm about to go. Yeah, I love y'all. And Mario, I hope you feel better. Definitely hope you feel better. You said, he cleaning you up out of miry clay. That's what they doing. See y'all later.